watching Rendezvous with Smita Kumar. Today I'm speaking to Anil Joshi, Managing Partner, Unicorn India Ventures. He's a regular speaker at both domestic and international circuits on startups and early stage investment. His passion is to mentor startups, and he also advises government and industrial bodies on the same. Hi Anil, welcome to Medicircle.
Hi Smita, thanks for having me.
Um, Anil, to begin with, you have worked with early stage startups since the past 10 years. So, how has the scenario changed from then till now?
So, so my total tenure in industry is around 20 years. Of course, started too early, but considering my own fund and then association with Mumbai Angel, I have seen a lot of industry evolvement. Industry has evolved, since it was not so prominent, and today when we have one full two-page coverage in leading newspapers. So certainly we have come long way. I still remember when I got into this space, and there was a lot of resistance, not only from friends but even family, because that time nobody understood about startup, right? It was bit challenging making people understand, I'm doing something, which is going to be in a happening thing in time to come. But those days, in absence of awareness, it was pretty difficult, and I had my own challenges. So I have seen industry evolving from handful angel investors and couple of VCs. Now we have I think in thousands angel investors spread across India. We have umpteen or I will say several startups, not from Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi, but across India. And we have, I think quite a few number of, homegrown VCs along with, VCs, from overseas. So fairly decent ecosystem it has evolved in last 10 years in specific.
Do you feel that India can be put on the world map in terms of innovative ideas, standard and reliable products?
Oh, of course, yes. If you look at our ranking, we are already categorized, number three in world. That's from startup perspective. Coming to innovation, of course, it's always, goes to US or Israel. But I think India also have played it bit. Look at the kind of solutions we have in fintech, right? I think many countries would like to adopt them, right? India is probably one of few countries where internet is only on mobile, right? So many things have evolved around mobile, and that actually has helped us come up with much better solution, which are being adopted by many other evolving countries and also developed countries. Now, if I give you an example, right? It's not rocket science, but of course, India is known for IT, but you may even want to know what's happening on product side, right? Hardcore innovation, right? So one very basic, I think it's too early for us to comment, but while US and Russians and China and other countries working on uh, COVID vaccine, I think India is also equally close, right? We also have two homegrown companies, which are working on it. Apart from that, I have seen several startups, which have come out with innovative solution around, whether it is around computer vision or it is robotic. We ourselves have couple of very innovative companies. One is Gen Robotic, which has developed robot to automate manual scavenging, right? One of its kind product in India, from India, probably one of its kind in Asia. I'll not be surprised if we also classify them in world, right? We have another company which is in diagnostic of vertigo, company called Neuro Equilibrium. right? While there are companies from US or Europe who had been in this space, but the solution what Neuro Equilibrium have built in, they outbid their competitors by miles, right? No reason, no wonder they are in short time are present in over 100 hospitals, and very marquee hospitals, right? And they're also exporting. So I think India is evolving. It will not be fair, us to put straight away on world map, but I think we have a lot of potential, and we are seeing, innovative solutions from India. I think we will have, one of best, next half of full decade, where India will come out with several solutions which will be adopted by world.
So, Anil, tell us what are your most successful investments?
Oh, it's too early. I'm, so there are two part. My personal investment. I have made several investments. During Mumbai Angel time, and I still hold most of them. I haven't exited, so it will be tough for me to give you any number. But I think today my portfolio stands almost around 5x of my investment, right? Which is fairly good from industry perspective. It's around 7 or 10 average. Average year would be something around 7, right? So 5 times in 7 years is not bad. Now coming to our fund, of course here we have more monitoring, and we have you know regular update because we are SEBI registered fund, and we need to notify our investors as well on quarterly basis. So some of interesting investments what we have made is Open Bank. Open Bank is a leading neo banking company in India. I think already touching around 600,000 SMEs, of its kind in Asia, best in its its category. Then we have another company which is Pharmarack. They today process around 100,000 plus orders on daily basis, and these orders are between distributors and retailers. Then we have Smart Coin, which is in micro lending. Of course, we all have seen it has been quite tough period for banking and lending companies during pandemic, especially around moratorium and interest waiver. But incidentally, the way Smart Coin have been developed, they had less impact, right? Of course, they were also impacted, but because they're using technology heavily, they were well placed, to manage the situation, and they were able to take care of their consumer interest. And then we have one in cyber security. They are also not only in India but also present in US. And of course, list is long, but I will also add Gen Robotic to it. And this company, to my surprise, have grown 6 times, in last 6 months.
Wow.
And I'm talking real numbers, right? It's not 6 times from 1 lakh to 6 lakhs, but crores to multi crores, right? And we still have almost 5 months left, so I'm pretty sure they will outbid last year's number by 8 times or maybe 9 times. So there are good companies. Portfolio list is long, of course. Child, to mother always look good, whether however fair or dark he or she is. So we had a good stint, but it's too early for me to give any sense on which are the best. I think all are good.
That is a very very good answer. So, what is the fund thesis of Unicorn India Ventures, and how big is your fund?
So we have now three funds. The first fund, is an 100 crore, was an 100 crore fund where we invested in 17 companies, and we are tech focused.
Okay.
We also have, a small fund based out of UK, where we have seven, companies in portfolio. That is also tech focused, but their angle is to look at investment where, there is business possibility in India for those companies. So we do cross border opportunities there. And the new fund, which is 400 crore, which we launched in March 2020, and we have made 6 investments so far. So the philosophy or thesis of this fund is to invest in tech enabled businesses, right? When I say tech enabled, of course everything is tech focused, but we try to look at businesses which are you know uh, are developed back of technology, right? So technology is either enabler or technology forms a way to disrupt the existing practices. I don't mean to say disrupt per se disrupt, but basically they change the way businesses are being done, right? So to give an example, earlier if you look at cinema halls, the reels were moved from one theater to second theater, right? There was always time lag of half an hour because one reel would take at least half an hour to reach from station to station. And now today you could see first day first show at your home and at a choice of your devices, right? So the entire delivery process have been changed with the help of technology. So we primarily look at businesses which are getting disrupted because of digitization. So our fund is very tech focused. As such, we are sector agnostic, but we avoid looking at e-commerce, we avoid looking at consumer internet, but we are very focused on businesses which are leveraging digitization.
What advice would you like to give the early stage startups who are just looking to open their wings and to fly right now?
I would say stay focused, right? It's a tough time. I'm not going to go pre-COVID, post-COVID, considering current situation, which is still very uncertain, and we actually don't know whether this will be there for another 12 months or 24 months, right? It's a guesstimate from every intelligent guy under sun that in 3 months or in 4 months we will have vaccine, and still if we have vaccine, it will take approximately 24 months to roll out across world, right? The logistics would be still big challenge, but I think next 12 month or next 15 month are quite crucial. So my suggestion to all aspiring entrepreneurs or early stage companies, that stay focused, build your business revolving around solving consumer problem. People are willing to pay and experiment, and they have actually have appreciated the importance of digitization. I will strongly encourage them to make maximum use of digital technology, right? Reaching out to customer, and also delivery, and stay focused. I think if you stay focused, I still remember, I'll keep I love giving example of Gen Robotic, right? While in lockdown, I think everybody was sitting at house, but those entrepreneurs were out solving society problem and implementing their solution. You can imagine when you have lockdown, people are not coming, and you have clogged sewages, right? What would happen to infrastructure, right? So stay focused and be careful, stay safe, stay healthy.
Yes, so thank you so much for joining us for this quick round of questions. I think your expertise and your experience, as you have seen from the times when startup was still a buzzword, nobody understanding. Now, mostly all of us know what startup ecosystem is, and India being the third largest country in the terms of number of startups generated by, ideas coming into India. It is a long way to go, but yes, at least we are on
True.
the right path.
Yeah, very true. Quite excited. I'm very bullish, and I believe next 10 years will be for us, right? We will actually rock. It's very exciting time to come.
Definitely, definitely. Yes, so thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me. Thank you very much.